We have some hot topics that we need to cover, starting with this story out of New Mexico. Making time to go to the gym can be hard for anyone, especially if you're a busy mom. But should it land you in jail? That's the question people are asking after mom was charged with a felony after leaving her son in the gym parking lot unattended while she worked out for an hour. The controversial detail on the case? The child is 12 years old, which in the eyes of Albuquerque law is completely legal to be left alone. The cops took the mom to jail, where she was officially charged and now has to have supervised visits with her victim, her 12-year-old son. In this case, does the punishment fit the crime? So clearly, it was interesting to listen to everyone in the audience. Initially, I can't believe that. And then when I asked, does the punishment fit the crime in that tape piece, you all said no. Because the question here, 12 years of age. I mean, I think of a 12-year-old boy as you're crossing that barrier from boyhood to manhood. When I was 12, I'd be alone. And
yeah, but it's different being left alone in a house and another being locked in a car in a parking lot.
Yeah, but he wasn't locked in.
Locked in.
I don't.
Well, then if he's not locked in and he can get out, that's an.
You're telling me that you were never left in a car, like when maybe. Like my mom used to run in and grab something when you're 12?
Never. Grab something.
You're 12.
But go in and get a.
I mean, like back in the day, they're 12-year-olds.
For an hour, plus changing and showering and everything else. I think that my daughter wouldn't stay.
But a felony in jail?
That's a different thing. But it is,
And that's what happened.
But as a single mom too, she's making choices. I have my kid. I want to go to the gym. She's got so. I mean, I can see.
The kid's probably in the car playing video games. The kid was oblivious to where he was.
Maybe.
Hopefully he had the windows down and he was...
We didn't have iPads when my kids were little. We didn't have iPads.
We didn't have cell phones.
Yeah, so back in that
But you can actually have a conversation with a 12-year-old and say, hey, do you want to come into the gym? And I bet the 12-year-old said, I'm just going to hang out in the car and play my game.
Yeah.
Some of the states, the laws are very nebulous. In California, 6 and younger must be under the supervision of someone. And then they'll say 12 and older, you're fine, but there's a gray area between...
12-year-old can babysit a 6-year-old.
Right, but there is this gray area between, say, 6 and 12 years of age, because depending upon the state, it's a bit unclear. At what age is it appropriate or okay to leave your child unattended? I think the takeaway for a parent out there is, if you don't feel like your child is old enough or mature enough to, number one, know how to protect themselves, number two, if it's hot outside, don't leave. Heck, if it's hot outside, you shouldn't hang out in a parked car. So we need to be smart with kids, pets, etc.